It almost killed me. And this affects many other artists too. But I had some life-changing revelations this past week in my art studio that really helped me. So where do I start? Okay, it all started with this very challenging painting that you see me working on right here from last week. It caused me so much doubt. I mean, crushing self-doubt. And my will to create. And the self-doubt was about not being good enough as an artist and also imposter syndrome. And I know many artists struggle with this too. Perpetually wondering if they're good enough. So I hope this video will help you from my experience. So I got a wake-up call. It said, ring, ring, ring. I said, hello. It said, Diana, you've got to stop letting the inner critic kick you in the ass. Here's what happened next. Ripping, dripping, writing, drawing, painting, cutting, collaging. I'm here to tell you, that's the cure. And here's the important key. Create intuitively with minimal thought. Just do it without second guessing. The second guessing is what keeps you in self-doubt, keeps you wondering, makes you think too much. So, there are so many benefits to this type of creative process. It's very freeing. This is art for mental health right in action. Pages and pages and pages of art journaling. That's the cure. Or at least art journaling 1 or 2 pages a day. What I discovered by the art journaling, intuitive creating bypasses the harsh, judging, critical left brain. Intuitive art journaling, that means art journaling intuitively, bypasses the harsh, judging, critical left brain. It bypasses it. This was a revelation to me this week. I mean, I think I've heard this many, many times in the past, but actually it really hit home this week. It really hit home. And here I am just really enjoying the ripping, dripping, painting, cutting, collaging, gluing, painting, cathartic stream of thought writing. This is art for mental health in action. And if you have an artist in you, that inner artist needs to be nurtured. It's a part of you. It's literally a part of you. I'm a lifelong artist, and when I think about, oh, what would I do if I just don't do art anymore? I literally cannot think of anything. It would be like destroying a part of myself. You cannot ignore your inner artist. And art for mental health goes hand in hand with intuitive art journaling. And for me, and I recommend this highly. And here's more of my creative play this past week. Pages and pages and pages of wonderfully freeing. It frees you up and bypasses the harsh, critical, overthinking left brain. Without giving it much thought, this type of creativity will bypass the inner critic. There was no concern for how pretty a picture it is. Wasn't trying to create a pretty picture. In fact, I was trying to actually make it a little bit ugly. Just expressing myself, which I think is so important in this culture, in this society, where we have so many to-do lists and we're so achievement-oriented with so many to-do lists, which just uses the left side of the brain. This type of creative process that's shown here, intuitively creating without any concern for the outcome, or it's total focus on the process. Total focus on the process and how you feel in the process. Do you feel happy? Do you feel free? Anything you want to do that's just going to make you happy. Whatever colors you choose, whatever materials you use, whatever you do, writing, ripping, drawing, painting, cutting, collaging, gluing, whatever you just feel like doing on a whim, whatever you feel like doing on a whim, is the direction to go. That's what intuitively creating is, with only a minimal amount of thinking. Since I'm a lifelong artist, of course, I know very well the elements of art and principles of design. And probably intuitively, I already am doing that, but you don't need to know those things. For this type of creative process to have so many benefits for you. So many benefits for everyone. Anyone and everyone can enjoy and benefit from this type of intuitively creating. And not being worried about, oh, I'm not good enough, or not being worried about whether it's a pretty picture. This type of creative process is not about creating a pretty picture that is going to be in an art show or being hung up. Because I believe there's different kinds of creative processes. So this creative process is an intuitive creative process, embracing imperfection, totally embracing imperfection.